Hello guys, so today we will be doing motion in one dimension, that is basically the chapter of motion. Don't even think this is of class 11th. So I know some people of class 11th will be thinking that this is of class 11. No, this is basically we will be discussing the class 9th part of ICSE and CBSE syllabus. Okay? So we are going to discuss about motion in one dimension. One dimension means what, two dimension means what, and three dimension means what. That first thing you need to understand. To understand that, you first need to know what is Cartesian coordinates. So I will explain first what is Cartesian coordinate. Every one of you must have done something that is called graphs, right, in class 8. So in a graph, basically when I talk about Cartesian coordinate, there are two axes. These are called axes. Okay, so we are talking about two dimensional over here. This is called x axis. The horizontal axis is called x axis and the vertical axis is called y axis. Clear? Okay. This is divided into various boxes that you see in your graph paper. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. Okay? And here also you see same way 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. So this is the way the graphs are represented basically. So when suppose a point is given to you, say 2, 3, that means first of all you have to take this 2, 3 means value of x is 2 and value of y is 3. Okay? So first of all I have to go from, I will start from this point. In this point x value is 0, y value is also 0. Okay? When you go in the left side, it is -1, -2, -3. So basically you can compare this with number line that you must have learnt in lower classes. Here also it is -1, -2, -3. So this is for y axis, this is for x axis. So if it is x is equal to 2, we will start from 0, 1, 2. So this is the point of x is equal to 2. Okay, but y also is equal to 3. So I also have to go to 1, 2, 3. This is y. So I will come to this point and this is the point. So this is my point 2, 3. So basically this is the position of a body. Suppose this is the position of a body or position of a point. So this is lying at what point? 2, 3. So at this moment in this board, to represent a point that is 2, 3, or I will name this P. So to represent P, where exactly the location of P is, you have to use two dimensions. Two dimensions means one is x dimension, another is y dimension. Suppose I say for a certain position, say it is 0 position, right? So I say it has moved to position 3 only. So it has not moved to y axis. So only this way the body has moved. Okay? This, if body moves only in this way, this is called motion in 1D. Because in this case motion has been occurring only in one direction or dimension, one dimension. It can be represented by only the change in x value, only the change in x value, because it has changed position in horizontal axis. But similarly, if a body was here and it has changed position like this, that means it has changed position in horizontal axis as well as it has changed position in vertical axis. Okay? So in this case it is a motion in two dimensions. Okay? Motion in one dimension, motion in two dimensions. So that is enough for class 9. After that in your higher classes definitely you will learn about motion in three dimensions also. Okay? So Cartesian coordinate is very important, that is why I have said you this thing. Now coming back to our moot topic, that is rest and motion. What is rest and what is motion? To define what is rest and what is motion, first of all we have to have a reference point. Reference point means, well, I will explain you that. Suppose here is a body. Okay? And outside it is surroundings. So that means I am standing here, I am the body, and outside it is surroundings. Clear? So if I am standing here and outside it is surroundings like this, then if I don't move with respect to my surroundings, do you see me moving? No. That means with respect to my surroundings, my position is same. What does this really mean? If I draw a Cartesian coordinate, suppose my position is over here. This is the surroundings. So if I remain over here, only, I don't change my position with respect to the curve, the Cartesian coordinate, all these things are Cartesian coordinates, some x value, some y value, like that. If you consider say 0, 0 over here, right? So if I don't move like this, I am standing with respect to my surroundings, I am not moving, that means I am at rest. So what does rest means? So rest is, you can write down, a body is said to be in rest. A body is said to be in rest if its position does not change with respect to its surroundings. If its position does not change with respect to its surroundings. Okay? So this is the condition, body is at rest because its position is not changing with respect to its surroundings with time. Okay? Next is, then what is motion? Suppose the body starts moving. So this point is starting moving. This point is moving with respect to its surroundings. Its point is moving. Its Cartesian coordinate value is changing. From 2, 3 it is becoming 4, 5, it is becoming 5, 6. Like this it is changing. So if the body position is changing with respect to the surroundings, body is said to be in motion. Please write down motion. A body is said to be in motion. A body is said to be in motion when its position is changing with respect to its surroundings with time. Okay? With respect to its surroundings with time. Okay? So this gives you the basic nature, very basic nature of rest and motion. This doesn't really give you the total concept. So obviously when we are going to do about rest and motion, we have to understand the total concept, not only superficially we are not going to understand. So suppose now a body over here, body A, and here is another body, body B. So first is, this body is moving at 2 meter per second. Okay? This body is moving at 0 meter per second. That means this body is not moving with respect to surroundings. Now if I ask you, what is the velocity of the body A with respect to B? This is how we show. Okay? With reference to B, what is the velocity of A? So that moment of time you just think that you are sitting on B and you are watching A move. So you are not basically moving because it is 0 meter per second. So you are watching A move, right? So what is the velocity of A you are seeing? 2 meter per second. So in this case it is 2 meter per second. Okay? So this is basically velocity of body A with respect to B. Okay? Now let us take another example. This is body A, this is body B. Okay? Now this body A is at 0 meter per second. This body B is also at 0 meter per second. Now the same thing you have to calculate, what is VAB. So you are again sitting on B and you are seeing A over here, but this time A is not moving, A is still at that position. So while you are sitting at B, you are watching, suppose this is A now, okay, this is A, okay, I am B, this is A. A is not moving, 0 meter per, previously what it was? A was moving like this, 2 meter per second, so I could see the speed or velocity of A. But at this moment I am seeing the velocity of A is 0, right? So VAB at this point is 0 meter per second. Okay? Clear guys? So basically nothing, at this moment we are considering B as surroundings, nothing else. B as surroundings. Okay. Now this is A. So another condition we are taking, this is B. Okay. So at this moment we will take A as 2 meter per second and B as also 2 meter per second, and we need to calculate what is V of A, that is velocity of A with respect to B. Okay. So this is my A and I am B. So I am also moving, A is also moving like this. Okay, I am also moving, A is also moving like this. So what can I see? Can I see any change in position of A? Previously when I was not moving, A was moving away from my eyes. I could see A is not there, A has gone there. But now when I am moving like this, A's position is not changing, it is in same position. So in this case VAB is 0 meter per second. Okay? In this case VAB is 0 meter per second. Understood this concept? Because both of the system and surroundings both are moving. So if you are in surrounding, you will be seeing system all the time at the same point. So the system is not going to change. So that is why VAB is 0 meter per second. You can try it. You can try it at your home, no issues. Now again A. So we will take this as 2 meter per second and we will take B as 1 meter per second. Okay guys. So at this moment I am B, this is A. A is moving at 2 meter per second. जल्दी जल्दी जा रहा है मेरे से. So position धीरे धीरे change हो रहा है. Clear? So definitely A is moving at this moment because A is going faster than me. So my reference point is not going to work as a still for A. Okay? But it is moving. I can see it is moving. But I am also moving. It is not that I am not moving. I am also moving. So here A is moving 2 meter in 1 second. Suppose in 1 second A has moved 2 meter. In that 1 second B has moved 1 meter. So what is the difference? What is the difference? So I am here at this moment. Difference is 1 meter. In how much time? 1 second. So what is the velocity of A at this moment? Because I could see A is 1 meter ahead of me in 1 second. Right? So VAB is 1 meter per second. How did I get this? I get this by this formula, VA minus VB. Right? You can use this formula anywhere. Wherever we have calculated VAB, everywhere it will work. Here VA minus VB 2 meter per second, VA minus VB 0 meter per second, VA minus VB 0 meter per second, VA minus VB 1 meter per second. Clear? So done a lot of things. Now I will again rub this and we will again go on with other examples. So this is very interesting concept. We are doing basically the concept of relative rest and relative motion. At the end of the day, the concept of relative motion will be clear. Now this is A, this is B. Okay? This is A, this is B. So now let's change the facts a little bit. Let's make it 2 meter per second. Okay? And B 2 meter per second. The direction has changed, right? So this is B, this is A, right? This is going this side, I am going that side. Position changing, position is changing, definitely position is changing. So after 1 second what happens, you have to see. So after 1 second A has gone over here. After 1 second B has gone over here. Okay? So in 1 second A has gone how much meter? 2 meter. In 1 second B has gone how much meter? 2 meter. So total distance covered by A, what previously what was the distance between us? 0. Wherever the A was there, B was also there. But now the new distance between A and B is 4 meter. So what is the difference between me and B now and A now? 4 meters. In how much time? We have spent only 1 second. So definitely the velocity of A with respect to B is 4 meter per second. How did it come? Suppose, see how it comes. Did it come by this formula Va minus Vb? Definitely it is not coming at this moment. See, when you are talking about velocity on this side, okay, so it is plus 2 meter per second. Okay, so 2 meter per second minus, when you are talking velocity on the opposite side, Cartesian coordinate, do you remember this one? Just now taught, on this side everything is negative. So this is negative, minus 2 meter per second. So this is 4 meter per second. Understood? So velocity of A with respect to B, when they are on the opposite sides, the velocity gets added. Velocity gets added. Clear, guys? I think it is absolutely clear. Let's take another example. This time A is not moving, 0 meter per second. B is moving. Now I am moving, 2 meter per second. What will be VAB? Formula VA minus VB, correct? VA is 0 minus VB on the negative side, so minus 2. So 2 meter per second. Clear? 2 meter per second. I hope this is absolutely clear at this moment. So can you understand one thing? The rest what we spoke about, when A was moving and B was also moving, both are moving at 2 meter per second. If you take B as surroundings and A as the body, then the movement is nil, because A, that is the body, with respect to its surroundings, the velocity is 0. The change in position is not there, because whenever, if this is the surroundings, A is moving for 2 seconds late, so 2 seconds में 4 मीटर जाएगा, इधर पे A आ गया, this is 4 meter. In 2 seconds B will also move 4 meter. So will there be any difference in position of A with respect to B? No. With respect to surroundings, कोई position change नहीं हुआ है. So in that case, it is basically in rest with respect to B. So this concept is called relative rest. ठीक है? And this concept VAB is called relative velocity. See how much time we are spending on only understanding what is rest and what is motion. In your book it may be 2 lines, right? So here it is, and what is this? In this case it is not relative rest, because the position of A is changing with respect to position of B. So it is relative motion. Clear? So that is all about rest and motion. I hope you have been clarified about rest and motion. Also important things that we have learned about relative velocity, we have learned about relative motion, we have learned about relative rest. ठीक है? I think the concept is crystal clear. After this we will come to understand the scalar and vector quantities. But one thing is very important that we have just gone through right now, that is rest and motion are relative terms, right? Thank you guys.